Hi guys, and welcome to another premium time stroke reward time, and possibly was also the first of what's something that might be new that I might try and do, that I might incorporate into my stream, which is going to be drunken tank reviews. So what we're looking at today, well, there was a tweet that was going on the other day about someone wanting to buy a heavy tank, or a tweet on Twitter, obviously, about someone wanting to buy a heavy tank from the bond shop, and there was a bit of a discussion about the FV215b and the other heavy tanks that were in there. And basically the upshot was that there really wasn't any decent heavy tanks in the bond shop that fitted that person's playstyle, and that you know, the tank, maybe they should wait for ranked and get the Concept 1B or the KPZ50T, which are both technically better tanks. I mean, the KPZ50T isn't heavy, but you know, it's a medium, and it's still a better medium than probably any of the mediums in the bond shop. And that just got me thinking back to my stream when, funnily enough, we'd been talking about bond shop tanks, and the FV215b came to mention. Oh, and my God, did we pick the FV215b, and did we have a game and a half? So, coming up after this brief description of the FV215b, because I'm going to be quite quick with this run through, we're gonna see my drunken tank review of the FV215b. But first of all, let's have a look at the stuff in Tanks GG for it. So I'm comparing it to the Super Conqueror, the Tech 3 tank that replaced it. Remember, this used to be the British Tech 3 heavy tank. It was replaced by the Super Conqueror. We've also got the T95 FV4201, the OP reward tank from Clan Wars in the game. The Object 279E, the missions reward tank. The Object 260, another good reward tank from Clan Wars. And the VK7201K, again, another brilliant Clan Wars reward tank. So remember, for this, red is good, green is bad. It means that if it's green, it's better for that tank. If it's red, it's worse for that tank. So we'll go through this briefly. So, and just one quick point, by the way, that the penetration for this is all gold ammo. So these are gold ammo pen for these stats. Right, so let's start looking. You can see immediately that this is pretty much exactly the same as the Super Conqueror, with the one exception that it can only carry 35 rounds, not 40. In my drunken replay, you could see why that's a disadvantage, but you ever going to fire 35 or 40 rounds in a game? We'll see. So it's got a decent penetration of 326. It's better than the Chieftain's penetration, which is only 322, but it's not as good as the 279E, the 260, and the VK, which are all marginally better. Now, you can understand that for the VK. Well, in fact, you probably understand that for all these guns, because these are a slightly higher caliber. These are 122s as opposed to the 120 for the Super Conk and the FV215b. Rate of fire is pretty good. Everything else is either on par, good or bad. It's not too bad, but it's a pretty decent gun on this tank. You can't complain about the gun. Looking at the gun handling, and you can see, again, it's all pretty good across the board for this tank. So a decent aim time, brilliant dispersion, especially when it's got a damaged gun or moving, you know, when it's firing. And the only thing it's worse at really is the elevation. It's an arse backwards tank, so it's only got 15 degrees and 7 depression, which is obviously worse. But then again, the 279E's only got 5, 260's only got 6, and the VK, being arse backwards again, is only 7. So only the Super Conqueror and the Chieftain, which are both hull down monsters that have got the better gun depression. So yeah, gun handling, again, all very good. Mobility. Yeah, kind of where this tank gets let down a bit. It probably could do with the turbo, but you probably want to give it other bits of kit first. It's forward speed 34.3. Again, it's the same as the Super Conk. It's actually marginally better than the Super Conk in a lot of areas, even though it's got a worse engine power, which is kind of bizarre. And again, it's not too bad. I mean, its forward speed is slow compared to the other heavies, but it is a super heavy tank. So yeah, again, its mobility is not bad for a heavy tank. Right, armour and health. Now, this is where it kind of gets a bit woolly. Again, it's pretty much exactly the same as the Super Conk, apart from the turret armour, which is 254 compared to 279 on the front. That's the spaced armour on the front of the Super Conk. Again, 350 for the Chieftain. That's not great, is it? 330 for the 279E, 350 for the Object 260. Only 200 for the VK, which is quite surprising. The VK again has strong hull armour. This has got fairly decent hull armour, beating the Chieftain. Kind of on par with the 260, not so good as the 279E. So the hull armour's okay. Track health and everything else is pretty good though, and a lot of the other stats are actually pretty good or on par with everything else. So, you know, mobility is quite good. And then the miscellaneous, so the camo is a bit shit compared to some of the other tanks. I have no idea why the 260 or 279E has got such high camo, but, you know, it does. And they're kind of okay. So looking at this overall, you're thinking, well, is it so bad as people make out? Well, let's find out. Let's go watch a drunken tank review and find out what this tank's really like in game. You always, if you're really looking for a really, really good tank, I mean, we were talking about tech tree heavies, and I actually missed out the most obvious choice, didn't I, Flop? I mean, like, literally. If you're going to go into the bond shop and buy a tank, you might as well just buy this one, because it is literally the best tank in the game. Where's my crew gone for it? Do I actually have a crew for it anymore? No, it's my Super Conqueror crew. Well, that's all right, though, because it's the thing. This, what are you talking about, mate? This is the best tank in the game. You know, you know, when I said about tech tree tanks, this isn't a tech tree tank anymore. It gets thrown in with the other reward tanks. So you can't. This tank is so good, you can't even use it in clan wars because it's a reward tank. That's how good this tank is. I'm going to use it in randoms now. Okay. See? Immediately you can tell it's no arty improved matchmaking kicks in for this tank. So when you pick this tank, you don't get games with arty in, because that'd be unfair on the arty. Literally, if you have a platoon of 2 or 3 of these, the 279Es run away from you. Because it's like, why would I fight that? Got the same turret as the Super Conqueror, except without the stupid bits on that make it look funny. You know, this is like literally the proper tank for tier 10 British heavy players. And as you saw then, the gun is just really accurate. I obviously hit something that was in the way that I hadn't spotted. Oh, God. I might have hit that, I don't know. See, look, we're 3 minutes into the game yet, and I've not even been penned or set on fire once, Floppy. So, you know, just, you know, gonna slag this tank off. You know, you've got a long way to go. Yeah, that's because it hasn't got an engine, Dave. It's pedal powered. That's why it's got 2 drivers. It's like literally, it is. It's like Flintstones in tanks. See, look at that VZ. He's hiding around a corner. He doesn't want to be spotted. He said he was like, shit, they've got an FV215b in the game. See? 277. Can't pen the side of my turret, man. Well, it's like OP as fuck. Why is this? What is this jag? He clearly loves me. See? Firing on the move! Now, this tank is just like literally the best tank in the universe. That's why Wargaming took it out the tech tree. It's so good. Makes the E25 look like a fucking flat German piece of toast. See? He's just stunned. He's just stunned at being there. He's like, literally, he's like, what the fuck? Why am I having to face a fucking FV215b, man? Why am I having to face him? What have I done to deserve this hell? He's literally like he's like literally sat there going, "What did I do? Wargaming, what did you do to me to make me, you know, have to face this guy? Look at that! I just like ate all his shots." See, the 277 that was here that fired at me earlier, he's fucked off. He thought, I'm not fighting. Oh, this Jag Tiger, man. Jag Panzer. He's left. He's just, the 277 has like literally said, fuck this shit, I'm out of here. I am not fighting an FV215b. Because, you know what, it'll just rape me. And now, you know, can you blame him? To be fair. This tank is just so good, people don't know how to play it and fight it. Oh, well, that was just lucky. He's obviously had he's been paying his wargaming taxes. He's been paying his wargaming fucking gold taxes right there. He don't want to reverse now because he's fucked. Because if he reverses, he's got me to deal with. See, the gun is just so pixel accurate, man. Yeah, the fire HE because they think it's the wrong tank. See, there's the 277. He ran away to there. There's the grill, hiding at the back, look. There's the barbecue and grill. How did that not hit him? Oh well. Come on, barbecue and grill. Where are you? Is he behind the house? Yeah, he's there. Yeah, he was there. See? You don't even have to be able to see the enemy team, look. I mean, we're not going to win the game because the enemy have just literally got the better team. But, you know... What do you think? Is any one of their team going to camp, do you reckon? How did the Minotaur die? Well, he's a Minotaur, wasn't he? So that's how he died. Oh, man. You know, I think we've probably lost this, but... Oh yeah, because they've got Super Conqueror over there who's just jealous. Who literally just wants to be me. I've only got 8 Chi left! I've fired all my shells! I've only got 8 Chi left! Uh-oh! It's probably... I didn't even realise. Oh, what the fuck? Where did that not go? Oh well. Still 5k damage. 5k of damage. I ended up firing HG at the end because I ran out of gold. Oh, and the T95. The chieftain was fucking being a retard. Clearly couldn't carry hard enough. So, like I say, that tank, it's just fucking brilliant. Just you get the matchmaker's broken, so it puts you with idiots like reborn players in their T95s. Have a look, shall we? Oh yeah, look, second on damage, like nearly 2k more than he did. Fucking shitter. What a fucking shitter. You should change your name to fucking small penises back. Like, don't blame any of the team who did fuck all down here. If you're gonna moan at the fucking dude who forgot to change his ammo layout and carried 8 HE. How did I fire 27 gold? Yep, I fired that much gold. Yeah, okay. Well, he can go on my shit list, but I'll just wait for a response from him. He probably won't have the balls to fucking reply. Yeah, so 8k win 8 game in the... Oh. By the way, everything I said in that game was shit, by the way. I was talking bullshit. This is the worst tank. Floppy, suggestive biscuit is absolutely correct. I just don't know how I managed to pull that off in that game. I literally don't. I think everyone was just so confused to see it, they didn't know what to do. There's the drunken tank review, and yeah, it wasn't good in that game, but again, it's very situational, and it's actually not a patch compared to the Super Conk. It should be, but it just doesn't seem to be. Here's the actual battle results from that game, and it was a third class. If we look at the team score, as you saw, I was second on damage, top on kills though. and top on XP with 622. That being a third class in this game, it was a defeat. So unfortunately, on a victory that probably would have been an ace, but it was a defeat. We did have 3 players here who all did 0, including this guy who was a pretty good kit player. We also had the small PP is back in his chieftain who was whining in the game about me firing HE when I'd run out of ammo. But some of our tanks did okay. Some of theirs just seemed to be doing a bit better. I mean, this was, I think, before the M454 had been buffed. So that was a decent game for their M454. They had no 0 heroes, though, which is, you know, typical. Our Minotauro didn't do very well. Their Minotauro did a lot better. Look at the detailed report. So I fired all 35 shots, hit 22, penned 14. Did 7 splash damage because I was firing 8 HE at the end. 5,613 damage, so I only got just over 5,033 in the game, so that was 2 blind shots probably. Maybe that one on the grill at the start. I don't know what the other one was on, to be fair. Let's have a look at the grill. Yeah, I hit him 3 times. I can only remember hitting him twice, so there was definitely a blind shot on him. I received 15 hits. I 6 penned, 8 didn't. I did block quite a damage. Someone fired HE at me, I don't know who. Blocked 1,500 damage. I got N66k. I lost a fortune because I fired all my gold. So, yeah. There we go. So that was the battle results in a nutshell, as we didn't really go through it in the Drunken Tank review. So, there you have it. The FV215b. Is it worth it? Probably not. Maybe if you've got no other tanks and you just want to get it, then get it. I didn't buy it from the Bond Shop. I got it when it was a Tech Tree heavy tank. As soon as they announced the Super Conqueror was coming out, I fast ground this just so that I'd get the Super Conqueror for free and I'd have this. It is a reward tank now, so you can put your Super Conqueror crew, if you've got one in it, or a Chieftain crew, to be fair, if you've got one, and they will just go in nicely with no penalties. But yeah, it's not the best tank in the game, shall we say. It wasn't a great tank when it was in the garage, and when I first got it, I hated it because it's an arse backward tank. It was the first arse backwards tank I got. I then did grind the mouse, and I started playing the 4501b, which is the German tier 9 arse backwards heavy tank, and I kind of learnt to play arse backwards tanks a bit better in that tank. And once I got that, I came back to this and started playing it, and I actually played it a lot better. But like I say, it ain't no Super Conqueror. I mean, remember, the Super Conqueror is a hull down monster. You keep its low plate hidden and it just farms everything. Well, with this one, you can't really do that. You can't keep the low plate hidden as well because of the gun depression and the fact that, you know, it's literally arse backwards. Right, so there you go. The first ever Premium Time Drunken Tank review. Let me know what you think. Should I be doing this in my stream more often? Let me know if you want more videos like this, or if you're interested in videos like this. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And leave a comment just telling me what you think of the 215B if you've got it. And if you haven't, then whether you want to get it or not. Alright guys, thanks a lot, and I'll see you next time.
Please allow me to introduce myself. I'm a man of wealth and taste. I rode a tank, held a general's rank, when the front lines rained and the teams just stank. Whoa! Pleased to meet ya. Don't you guess my name? Oh yeah. Oh, what's puzzling you is the nature of this game. Ha ha!